Ahmed, Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, honorable ministers, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Or better, maybe I could greet you like the way we do in Kenya, Bultin Naga. This event is a beautiful celebration of the character, strength, and promise of the deep relationship between Kenya and Ethiopia, which dates back to the birth of our republic 6 decades ago. It testifies to the deep brotherly ties, exemplary neighborliness, and effective partnership that have characterized the essence of the excellent special relationship between our two countries. It is a relationship that was forged by historic friendship and selfless collaboration in the freedom struggle, which evolved into the nucleus which anchored Pan-African solidarity. Given that we are in this great city, which remains the glorious home of African unity, it is appropriate for us to recall that early Pan-Africanism united African peoples and their leaders in the struggle for sovereignty. For our generation, the values of Pan-Africanism call on us to recognize the mobilizing endeavor of our time, where once we were united by struggle, today we remain united by opportunity. Where once we successfully waged a determined struggle against colonialism, today we are called upon to summon our best efforts to achieve rapid, inclusive, and sustainable progress. It is therefore wonderful to witness the splendid transformation underway in Ethiopia, which is integral to the momentum of progress taking place in our region. An important characteristic of this transformation, everywhere it occurs, is convergence. Critical dimensions of rapid, sustainable progress align in ways that are impossible to ignore and appropriate to acknowledge and embrace. Today's event is the culmination of a fruitful convergence between the local and the global. This bottom-up alignment enlists a regional dimension. Thus, a local company, Safaricom Ethiopia, came into existence when Kenya's Safaricom attracted an international investment joint venture comprising organizations from South Africa, the United Kingdom, and Japan. Your Excellency, my brother, when the government of Ethiopia resolved to liberalize the telecommunications sector in 2018, it was inspired and determined to use the opportunity to harness the potential in bringing together the best of local, regional, and international strategic resources. The ways in which this project has been executed clearly affirms this intent and the visionary leadership and foresight demonstrated by my brother, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. It is also another key milestone in our country's shared journey of progress, underscored by many success stories in infrastructure development, cross-border trade, peace and security, defense cooperation, including diplomacy. We are encouraged by this strong affirmation that the excellent tradition of neighborliness, synergy shall continue and flourish. Another way of appreciating this event is by considering the convergence of capital and technology, which effectively unlocked the Ethiopian government's vision of catalyzing economic performance by liberalizing its telecommunications sector through a highly strategic approach. The launch of Safaricom Ethiopia, therefore, is a record-breaking event. It has attracted investments that will, over the next 10 years, rise to US $10 billion to roll out over 8,000 masts throughout the country, thereby creating millions of direct jobs through the rollout of services and many more indirectly. I was trying to imagine how many $10 billion in number of heads of cows. I am still doing the maths. This will also make a tremendous contribution to the growth of national revenue. We are also witnessing the culmination of a beautiful African event, which should be replicated consistently throughout our continent. It is the convergence of resources and opportunity to develop transformational infrastructure that will unleash surges of prosperity that will uplift our nations and also our people. Africa has come of age, and it is our time to configure our strategies so that our economies attract global capital that will help deliver sustainable prosperity here at home. Your Excellency, thanks to the liberalization of the telecom sector 22 years ago, Kenya shot to the lead in ICT penetration and competitiveness. The Silicon Savannah phenomenon, which revolutionized many sectors, introducing mobile money to the world through M-Pesa, is one dividend of this liberalization. The telecommunications sector is one of Kenya's biggest employers, providing opportunities for millions of young people, both directly and indirectly. It enhances the performance of every sector, delivering improved services more efficiently and enhancing citizen satisfaction. This is good news for the government and the people. A golden age of productivity and prosperity is at hand, powered by a robust ICT ecosystem, harnessing innovation in the digital economy and financial technology. I congratulate you on this special day for seizing the opportunity to take full charge of emerging opportunities on the path to a destiny of abundance. The promise behind Safaricom Ethiopia's entry as the second national telecoms operator are already being felt. The firm has so far recruited 460 Ethiopian staff and 50 graduate trainees to create the seminal talent cohort of digital innovators. It is also working with regional universities to recruit an additional 100 graduates this year. 1,500 Ethiopian businesses are working with Safaricom Ethiopia to develop supply chain and network landlords with intentions to expand this growing partnership and supply chain throughout the country. Your Excellency, following the laying of the necessary infrastructure on 29 August 2022, Safaricom Ethiopia began a pilot-phased commercial launch of its network and services in Dire Dawa to ensure the provision of quality services. This has been followed by trials across 8 other cities in various parts of the country. Today, therefore, marks yet another major milestone as Safaricom Ethiopia celebrates its launch in the capital city, Addis Ababa. I have been assured that the company is committed to providing commercial services in 25 cities and meeting its license network coverage obligations required by April next year. I commend you, my brother, Dr. Abiy, for steadfastly backing this monumental game changer in Ethiopian and regional infrastructure and ICT landscape. This is an emphatic signal that the African unity of our time has come of age, a continent united by opportunity, and a Pan-Africanism driven by trade. Reliable connectivity is indispensable for competitiveness, and the development of a world-class technological and innovative capacity are increasingly vital for our country's effective integration into the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident, therefore, that your government, Mr. Prime Minister, will positively consider Safaricom Ethiopia's pending request for a license to provide mobile money service within the existing national framework and that for realizing your transformational vision in terms of the bold and exciting national 10-year perspective plan championed by Your Excellency and which is indispensable in unlocking new potential in Ethiopia. Safaricom's participation makes this project the largest investment made abroad by a Kenyan company. The new business will definitely strengthen Safaricom's performance and propel its medium as well as long-term growth for our mutual benefit. As I conclude, I congratulate the global partnership for Ethiopia, which brings together Safaricom, Vodafone, British International Investment, and Sumitomo Corporation, and their host, Ethiopia Communications Authority, for an exemplary collaboration which has given birth to a promising and formidable new actor, Safaricom Ethiopia. Congratulations also to Safaricom Ethiopia for its achievement to date generally, and more particularly as we celebrate the official launch of its commercial services in Ethiopia. Well done, and Juan des Alachu. I also wish you success in your operations. May your work create immeasurable opportunity for Ethiopia and bring much pride to both our countries. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.